In the vast expanse, a region of space yet to be fully explored by humans, the crew aboard the formidable starcraft Void Seeker, Captain Malachi strode with purpose across the command deck. His gaze, as cold as the depths of space itself, surveyed the bustling crew as they prepared for the horrors that awaited them. "Gather round, crew," Malachi called out, his voice echoing through the dimly lit chamber. "We've received reports of a distress signal from the mining colony on the distant moon of Phobos 4. Whatever awaits us there, we must be prepared for the worst." His crew nodded solemnly, their faces etched with determination as they braced themselves for the unknown. With a sense of foreboding weighing heavily upon them, they set their course for the desolate moon, their hearts heavy with dread. As the Void Seeker hurtled through the void, the tension aboard the ship was palpable. Each member of the crew knew that they were venturing into the unknown, where danger lurked around every corner and death awaited those who dared to tread too far. Sounds and creepy vibes made the hairs on the back of the neck stand up on the crew, making them even more alert. But Captain Malachi was undeterred, his resolve unwavering in the face of adversity. With each passing moment, the darkness of space seemed to grow more oppressive, suffocating them with its icy embrace. Finally, they arrived at Phobos 4, where the mining colony lay in ruins, its once bustling streets now silent and empty. The crew ventured cautiously onto the desolate surface, their weapons drawn and their senses on high alert. As they explored the wreckage, they soon discovered the horrifying truth: the colony had been overrun by an unknown alien species, their bodies torn apart by claws and teeth. The sight sent shivers down their spines, filling them with a sense of dread unlike anything they had ever known. "We must find survivors, if any," Malachi declared, his voice grim as he surveyed the carnage. "But be on your guard. Whatever did this may still be lurking in the shadows." With each step they took, the sense of unease grew stronger, the feeling of being watched by unseen eyes weighing heavily upon them. Every shadow seemed to hold a new horror, every sound a potential threat. But the crew pressed on, their determination unyielding as they searched for any sign of life amidst the devastation. And then, in the distance, they heard it, the haunting cries of survivors, their voices filled with terror and despair. Racing against time, the crew followed the sound, their hearts pounding in their chests as they braved the darkness. And then, at last, they found them, a group of terrified colonists, huddled together in fear as the alien monsters closed in around them. With guns blazing, the crew fought valiantly to protect the survivors, their weapons tearing through the alien horde with deadly accuracy. But the creatures were relentless, their numbers seemingly endless as they swarmed upon the Void Seeker's crew with unbridled fury. Never letting up, as if sent from the darkest reaches of space, built for one purpose only: seek out and destroy all humans, an unsettling thought had entered the captain's mind. Who would send such creatures? Why don't they slow, even if it was just for a minute, so I can get these survivors out of here? In the midst of the chaos, Captain Malachi stood tall, his eyes ablaze with determination as he led his crew into battle. With each passing moment, the odds grew more dire, the crew pushed to their limits as they fought for survival against an enemy unlike any they had ever faced before. The warm blood dripped down from the open wound that had been inflicted by the ravaging alien monster on Captain Malchi's body, after he had finished the beast off with a head shot between the eyes, a last-ditch effort to take out Malchi at the same time. The captain let out a cry, "Where the fuck is my backup? I sent for reinforcements an hour ago," his voice heavy with breath. But just when all hope seemed lost, a glimmer of light pierced the darkness. Reinforcements arrived, their ships descending from the heavens like avenging angels. With their aid, the tide of battle turned, the alien monsters driven back into the void from whence they came. As the dust settled and the survivors were rescued, Captain Malachi and his crew stood victorious, their courage and resilience in the face of unimaginable horror serving as a beacon of hope in the darkness of space. And though the scars of battle would linger long after the last shot was fired, they knew that they would face whatever challenges lay ahead, together, as one united force against the twisted monsters of darkness that lurked in the depths of the galaxies. Captain Malchi sent out a broadcast on all frequencies, let this be heard by all, whoever thinks they can fuck with humans, come and try, and meet the same fate as your fellow members did. The airways were crystal clear, not a single blimp or hiss, but then a faint crackle echoed across the bridge. Communications give more boost on that signal. Sir, all systems are at max settings, wherever it's coming from, must be a long way out, the crew answered with stern voices. The captain had to lean into the headset to hear the message. You humans think that you own the universe or something, out here peeking into things you can't comprehend. Let me send you a warning, don't go any further into the void space or we will fuck with you. But before the captain could respond, the signal went dead. Sir, the connection is gone, awaiting your orders. Malachi paused for a moment, not letting the crew realize he was a bit shaken by the cold message. Shields at yellow alert, and keep eyes locked on the sensors. Plot a course back the base camp. Yes sir, the crew in sync called out. The captain, with a hand on his chin, was in deep thought for his next move. All that can be done for now is fortify the base camp, repair and restock supplies, for the next encounter would test them beyond human limits.